There is a obvious beauty to the map of this game. But beyond that, there's also something foreboding. Something creepy. Something that kind of makes you wonder if there's something else lurking in the forest, in the trees, in the mountains, in the snow, in the swamps, and the hills. But what if there was? What if we got some cryptids added to Red Dead Online? Bear in mind, probably time limited, right? You wouldn't want to have them lurking around all year long, but let's just say around Halloween. Because in Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a lot of creepiness, a lot of supernatural stuff going on. Ghosts, ghost trains, vampires, the giants, a hypothetical river monster that may or may not exist. But what if some of that made its way into Red Dead Online? Along with some favorites from Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Maybe just in time for Halloween. So yeah, cryptids, creatures, ghouls, goblins, other things that go bump in the night. So I envision the contacts for this to be maybe 3 people, Gus, Harriet, and perhaps throw Madame Nazar in there for reasons. Because, she deals kind of like in the supernatural thing, so it would kind of make sense to have her connected to this sort of thing where Gus really doesn't understand what's going on. Maybe Harriet's taken back by it. Like, what the heck is all these creatures scurrying around the map? And the only one that really has answers and solutions to it is Madame Nazar. So that'd be kind of an interesting trifecta right there. So what kind of creatures could we see in this hypothetical cryptids type limited event in Red Dead Online? Like I mentioned, some creatures have already existed previously. For example, the Sasquatches. They could make a return. You have Sasquatches in the tall trees. You could also have them existing out here somewhere in Big Valley. Maybe up in Roanoke. And then out west in the desert of New Austin, you could have some chupacabras that made their way across the San Luis from Mexico. And other things as well. Maybe up in the mountains, some giants. Maybe in the snow, you could also have Yetis, which technically are supposed to be Sasquatches as well. But you could have other things that lurk at night, maybe even ghosts appearing, and ghost trains, similar to what happens in Red Dead Redemption 2. Perhaps a couple vampires out and about in the night. It wouldn't be the vampire from story mode, but maybe some of his friends. And you can't have vampires without some werewolves. So what if there were also werewolves that were roaming around as well, howling at the moon, thirst for blood? And then maybe some other things, like wendigos. That'd be kind of neat. Up near Wapiti and Amberino, or skinwalkers. Skinwalkers and wendigos. Maybe some aliens, because we do have some UFO encounters in story mode. So maybe some of those UFOs are paying visits in Red Dead Online throughout this dynamic. Perhaps even the Mothman. Maybe he's up there flying around Van Horn or Ansburg, up in the northeastern part of the map. So that's what I kind of envision, some creepy things happening in this dynamic. These creatures, unearthly, from other dimensions, other planets, other galaxies? Or were they here all along and we just didn't realize it? So it would be obviously like a Halloween themed type limited dynamic event. And it could be interesting if they also changed, say, the environment of the map, similar to how they did the snow, where you would have like eerie music. It would be foggy, kind of like it is right now in the game. And some of the PvP modes during Halloween season, with the like the blood moon and the red lightning and the dark reddish clouds or greenish clouds, just giving it a really creepy feel and vibe during the event. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of scary. And these legendaries would not even appear as a warning. You wouldn't even see a question mark. They would just appear. And you'd either have to kill them, be killed by them, run away from them. But there would be certain rewards for taking one out. Rewards like rare garments, clothing items, hats, perhaps the blunderbuss, maybe some mounts if you get enough of them in your collection, right? If you kill a certain number of these cryptids, these creatures, perhaps you unlock the horses of the apocalypse, like war, death, pestilence, famine, and maybe even the unicorn. Maybe you get them all. So that'd be kind of neat. Why not add the Nightfolk doing some ambushes, some raids across the map as well? Because the Nightfolk are kind of creepy. There's a lot of creepy groups out there that are part of Red Dead Redemption 2, like the Skinner Brothers, the Murphys. But the Nightfolk seem to be the scariest of them all. Well, the Murphys are pretty scary too, but at night, you have to watch out for Murphy ambushes and Nightfolk ambushes and Skinner Brother ambushes, depending on which part of the map you happen to be on. Wouldn't that be creepy? Wouldn't it be scary? You never know when the Nightfolk are going to attack until it's too late. I know we're a long ways off from Halloween, and I realize I've done a previous Halloween ideas video. And maybe I've been watching too much bedtime stories, by the way. Great channel. But yeah, what if there was a lot more supernatural elements added to Red Dead Online for a limited time? Or maybe year-round. Could you endure such creepiness year-round? Or would it be best for the fall, the Halloween season in Red Dead Online? And what other creatures would you like to encounter? Or encounter you? Witches? Warlocks? Demons? Jinn? Other creatures not of this world? Maybe, just maybe, you have options to hunt them or sedate them. Get samples for Harriet with good cash and gold payouts as rewards. And certain ones you couldn't kill, like the UFOs you wouldn't be able to kill. The ghosts, the ghost trains, river monsters, you probably wouldn't be able to kill those. But what if you could snap a photo with your advanced camera? Maybe that would give you a nice reward. Or maybe you could get a photo for your bar in your moonshine shack or future properties. A little keepsake. The silhouette of a river monster coming out of the water. Or a UFO in the night sky above Mount Shan. Or the ghost train roaring down the tracks. Perhaps a ghost saying hello to you out in the middle of the woods, or the swamp, or the mountains. Could be anywhere. It could be right behind you. Well, now this is a creepy idea for a update to Red Dead Online. Fitting for the Halloween season. And for the feel and vibe of the map sometimes, especially at night when it starts to get foggy like it is right now. A little creepy. Why not add even more of that fear and eeriness to the game with some limited time Halloween season cryptoid dynamics? Since some of the supernatural stuff already exists in the Red Dead verse, such as in Red Dead Undead Nightmare, as well as Red Dead Redemption 2, seems like a perfect fit for Red Dead Online. Your thoughts, your views, your opinions regarding a hypothetical Halloween season, time-limited, cryptid event. As always, welcome below in the comments section.